Allyship is a lifelong process of building and nurturing supportive relationships with underrepresented, marginalized, or discriminated individuals or groups, with the aim of advancing inclusion. Allyship is about progress, not perfection.
You wrote something.
I don't want to. I want you. Your voice, she is gorgeous. Your opinion and your feelings matter, and that's exactly what I want to know and see. It's your experiences are true and valid, and your feelings about all of this are exactly what we're trying to do with this video. And I'll just tell you, we want to talk to the people who serve and like therapists and all the people who serve, and make sure that they understand what it is, right? Like to be, and this is reality, right? It is. Anxiety is the reality of autism.
And not knowing who you are.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, what does autism mean to you?
Autism to me means having to change myself to cater to the world around me. It means getting left behind and having to find my path on my own. It means sleepless nights and police misconduct. It means irreversible trauma that I would never put someone else through. And it means learning to be accountable for myself in a society full of misguided individuals. Autism is never just autism.
One way it makes us special is by being different from everyone else. Autism can affect our brain in different ways. My autism is different than everyone else. My autism gets triggered by loud noises.
Just someone who's, in a sense, normal, but has like deep special interest in something unusual.
A lot of autism is very subtle too, and so I think autism just means to me that your brain is just different, so you're just a little different.
Autism is like where you are born differently from society. But just because you're born differently doesn't mean you have to be shamed about it. It just means that you can do stuff that some people might not be able to do, or you might have a disability with your brain, or you could be a whole lot smarter than other people and they just don't even know about it.
A lot of what I read is negative, negative about autism or about, basically a lot of things I read are negative, and so it's like, we just don't hear about the good stuff that often.
Being an ally means that you get help from someone when you need it. When you get help from someone, it boosts self-confidence. People who understand what autism is can help support you in different situations. An ally can support you when you get stressed. Support is a good way to get help.
That just means sensitivity. Generalized sensitivity.
Allyship, I think it's a way to help grow the society more and help it be more recognizable throughout the world, and to help more people in need that have autism.
Not doubting what the person's reality is, and I think that might be the thing I think about the most. Like my whole life I've had people tell me I was faking it because I was so good at doing certain things that they're like, well, why do you get to go into Mrs. So-and-so's back room and get extra time on tests? Like, that's not fair, and you must be faking it. And so I think really good allyship is believing people and being encouraging too, so that it's not just like doubting them or, like, oh, you're just being lazy, like really trying to understand versus like making assumptions.
Someone who will do anything to
get the word out or support it.
Yeah, I want to encourage holistic and neurotypical communities to be curious about articles and books and audio and videos and art made by people who identify as autistic, self-identified, and those who have an official diagnosis. If they want to have a clearer understanding of us, nothing about us without us. I think that neurotypicals, especially in the past, have thought that autism is bad and undesirable. And a lot of us, I think, probably think similarly, and certainly I do. It's what I was taught when I was in school. I was left astray and alone at school. I didn't have many friends. And I wasn't really able to explain much about my situation, especially when I was in elementary school, when I was younger. There's that, and then the other thing is I haven't read or seen much about autism that highlights our strengths or positive traits. Most of what I've read and seen is about what we can't do well or won't do. Sometimes I wonder why I exist and people like us exist because of some of the things that I've read and seen. And in fact, I don't know much about our strengths or good qualities since I haven't heard or read much about that. One thing I think that I do well, and maybe some others on the spectrum do well, is that we tend to think a lot before we speak. We tend to censor ourselves before entering a public space. But sometimes I think that might not be such a great quality, because I think we need to hide ourselves less, and be less afraid of our true selves. I know I'm certainly afraid of my own true self a lot of the time, afraid what other people are going to think of me. I think the world needs to see and hear us. We live in it too. And I've certainly been in the shadows for a long time. So I've been wanting to reach out by reading some more modern books by people on the spectrum. Perhaps I should write one or write a song. For a long time I've known that I always thought that there was something wrong with me. But now I know that autism isn't something wrong with the person. It's just a different way of thinking. And that's not bad. It can actually be good. But for the longest time, I thought it was, bad or undesirable to have autism and to try to become invisible as much as I could when I was a child.
I'm really, really, really glad that you're working hard to be more visible.
Yeah.
Because the world will not be as awesome a place without you.
Yeah, I'm tired of hiding.
Good.
I've been hiding for so many years. It didn't mean that I needed to hide for so many years.